moves in a monochrome world, broken from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale a lie. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside of us. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. All the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't never let me go. Come and stay with me forever, magic lives so long as I am here.
Hey guys, it's Ren!
Good lid.
And we're here today with Cinderella Phenomenon!
Phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do. You guys suggested this, and it looks really, really good actually, so I'm super excited to get started.
I'm surprised that it's free.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like this is at a really professional level, and probably shouldn't be free. So, do you know the basic premise of this?
I mean, I know there's Cinderella, and I recognize one of them was probably Rumpelstiltskin. So, that's all I know.
So this is about a princess who, is in a kingdom where witches cast curses that are based on fairy tales.
Ah.
So, if we're going by the symbols on the menu here, we have obviously Cinderella for MC, and then a rose, which possibly Beauty and the Beast or something.
Uh-huh.
And then obviously Red Riding Hood.
Riding Hood.
That's very obvious. The star? Questionable.
Stars.
I'm guessing the golden thread thing is Rumpelstiltskin.
Yep, that's
And then the shell has to be Little Mermaid, right?
Little Mermaid, yeah. Now I'm thinking about the star. I'm like, what fairy tale has a big focus on stars?
Oh!
What?
Second star to the right! Peter Pan!
What?
Peter Pan!
Oh! There you go. You did it.
So the first route that we're supposed to do is Rod, which is the mermaid one.
Oh. Okay.
Yay, let's get started!
Starto. We recommend viewing the tutorial if this is your first time playing a Ren pipe. Nah, very good.
Nope.
Nah.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucis, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the Crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was the usual reward. The fairy tale spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The High Leader of the Witches, in all of her anger, created the Fairytale Curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the Fairytale Curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucis Bearer, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide, and a terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum Bearer, the High Leader of the Witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return.
Oh,
So,
name time?
a name.
Oh boy. I feel like in this case I want a fantastical name. For some reason I was gonna pull up a random number generator. I don't think that's gonna work here.
A random fantasy name generator?
Fantasy name generator, please. Alright, generate names. We have Thokla, Karkar, Isenithmit, Canbio, Sinred, Sonham, Naldkar, Haliofu, Zadun, Freedu, Robing, Redguard, Sharbrit, Freewald, Joris, Naldchel, Wilneth, Hidilsha, Letsa, and Vidon.
What the fuck was any of those?
They're human fantasy names.
I don't believe you.
Maybe if I said Lovecraftian names, they'll understand
yes,
what I mean.
Blathnat Tumblelily. Exactly,
Yes.
of course.
Of course. Nope, Lovecraftian was even worse.
Elion?
Elion? Sure, just tell me how to spell it.
Elyon?
Ah, yeah, that's nice, I like that.
Elion?
Yeah. Sign?
Sign the contract!
How do I sign? Enter? Oh, duh.
Prologue, Ice Princess. My name is Elion Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro like generic? Gennaro Breton III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angiel. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of that infamous Fairytale Curse. God damn, look at that art.
Hosier and Clover.
What?
I was reading the shop name.
Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I'm nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand.
Okay, I hate when non-important characters don't have eyes. It's just creepy.
I know. Those two are slacking off again.
That's terrible. What fairytale curse was it?
They said it was Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful.
You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again?
I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after Voldemort was defeated.
You two were hired to work, not talk. Oh, we're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Ugh, Another fairytale curse. The fairytale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angiel would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the cursed would have been banished from Angiel the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever.
Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence.
Good morning, Elion.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Good morning, Elion.
Elion.
Ophelia. I don't know why I ended up with Ophelia instead of Ophelia. I think it's because I watched Pan's Labyrinth recently. Ophelia Widensov. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, and then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior, and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute, and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time.
And here she is.
Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Elion. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Emmeline Widensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess, as if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen.
Now that everyone is here, let us begin.
Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast.
So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you?
Oh, yes! There are so many, and they're all so wonderful! Thank you so much, Father!
I am happy that you like them.
I love them! It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with.
That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned.
But why? They are such charming stories.
Fairy tales mislead humans into believing that they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place.
What are you implying about the witches, Elion?
The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall.
Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairytale curse to our innocent subjects.
The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angiel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know that the cursed are innocent?
Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I'm endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about.
Leave Mother out of this.
Dear, please.
Elion,
Darling, your father didn't mean to.
I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy.
Elion, you will show your mother respect.
She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done, excuse me. My father and I never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who have only entered our life a year ago, like his own children, better than he's ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here.
Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline? Or is it all of them?
I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early?
I'm running some errands for my father.
Fitzgerald Iden Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays.
Oh, he's our knight?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You should wait in the throne room, then.
Thank you. Princess?
Yes.
You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you.
Why is that of any importance?
Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you at 10.
10?
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Forgotten what?
You're going to town today, remember?
I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order.
Elion, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of her town outings.
Surely you could send maids with her instead.
I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with maids. I want you to make an effort along with your sister.
A stepsister.
She is your sister, and you would treat her and Rod as if they were of your own blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angel was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe, and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angel really is. Elion, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmeline, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows.
Is that an order?
If it needs to be. Are we clear?
Hmm.
Elion?
Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here.
Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people.
How can you be so sure?
Times have changed. People change.
That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end.
Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. You'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Oh, it's a doll.
Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic, it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes and sweets, a child's dream. I had been fascinated by the dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you" on it, signed by M. This card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. I will see you later, Delora.
Oh. Good morning, Your Highness.
Sir Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor.
Oh, never trust the royal advisor.
Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster.
Every day you look more and more like your mother.
I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking.
Okay, look, this guy's a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's just...
He's gotta be. I mean, just look at him.
The way he's designed, it's so obvious.
His face is so snake-like. He can't be anything but bad.
Slytherin.
He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge.
He's designed like a villain. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess.
Ugh. Your Majesty?
Eliana, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Eliana. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better. You will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Anshian, about our subjects.
I will not learn anything I do not already know.
Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good?
Because I have seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature.
You do not see clearly, Elion. If you would only open your eyes, you'd be able to see how good people really are.
I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I have seen that there is no good in you.
Oh. Huh. Elion,
Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I had been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe he would have shown me love and compassion, even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me. Your Majesty.
I know that I've hurt you. I know that there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. Please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated.
In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did.
Elion.
Enough. I have already said I will go.
Everyone is waiting outside.
I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years.
Elion, it will be okay.
How can you be so sure?
Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmeline.
I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me.